Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of South by Southeast. Today we are with Maria and Hugo of 1040 Catering here at the Center for Visual and Performing Arts in Munster, Indiana. That's a mouthful.
It is.
But thank you guys for being here today.
Thanks for coming by.
Of course, of
Thank you
course.
for being here.
Tell me a little bit about 1040 Catering and what it means to you guys. I know it's a new catering company here at the center, so tell me a little bit about how it came about and what it is that you guys do here.
Okay. So we are technically new. However, my husband, Chef Hugo Francisco, has been here at the center for over 30 years, 33 plus years now. So he actually started off as a dishwasher in this
Oh.
very place. And little by little, he learned more and more. And our old boss, he took him under his wing, showed him a lot, and he showed what he could do. And eventually became sous chef, then head chef, and now we are the owners. So our old boss, he retired recently, and so he offered up like, "Hey, do you guys want to stay?"
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I came on from the insurance. I was in the insurance industry for over 20
So
years.
completely
In the east
different.
side, at the east,
Completely
yes,
different.
totally
On
different.
the east side.
Yes, on the east side, born and raised on the east side. Yeah, so I was there. But when you're in the insurance industry, you deal with a lot of people.
Oh yeah, a
So
lot of different people too.
a lot of different people. Sometimes angry people. So I learned a lot about that. So it kind of, even though I've never been in the hospitality industry,
Right,
like
right.
it really helped, when I came on. So I came on about 2.5 years ago
Okay.
to deal, to handle the staff and a lot of the paperwork. And so he was grooming me.
A lot of the behind the
Yes,
scenes
a lot of
stuff.
the behind the scenes stuff to groom me and to see if I like it.
Mm-hmm.
To see, and we didn't know this till recently, but he actually said he really wanted to see if we could get along.
Oh.
And when he saw that, hey, these guys can actually get along, he's like, this is
Uh-huh.
going to work. And so little by little, he just kind of stepped back further and further, and he retired September 30th. So that's when 1040 Banquets and Catering came to be. We started October 1st. So even though technically we're new, we're still the same staff.
Yes, still a lot of experience.
Yes, still the same experience. It's not like completely new. Although we want to be able to offer new things
Right.
for the customers, it's a lot of the same menu with additions and the same staff everyone's come to love. So that's like was really important to be able to keep on all the staff that we already love and have here.
Right, right. And Hugo, tell me a little bit about your experience in the catering industry and how, like, your background too.
Well, in my background or my experience that I have here has been great. Uh, Everything has to do with how well or what you're willing to do,
Oh yeah.
you know. And when you work hard, everything comes through really good. Till now, even with her, you know. uh, but honestly, I think my background, I started as a dishwasher in 1991,
Mm-hmm.
and then I became a runner, salad boy, cleaning boy,
Everything in
everything in
between.
between. And I started working hard. Like I said, hard work pays off.
Oh yeah.
And I became the sous chef in 1994 from this place. And from there, we kept going all the way to 2010 when I became the head chef.
Oh wow.
And now we've been blessed with this being the secret chef and the owner of this
Mm-hmm.
company, my wife and I. So this has been great. This is what I've been doing.
It's your baby.
And I love what I do. That has to do. You gotta love what you do,
Oh yeah, for
or
sure.
else you won't go anywhere.
For sure.
You'll be miserable and making other people miserable.
Oh yeah. And that
So
that shows too with all of the staff that you have here and everybody who continues to stay with you guys too.
yes, it's,
Can I say something? And he's always said that, like, oh, I love what I do. I come to play, not to work. And I loved my job. I
Mm-hmm.
loved working where I worked. I loved working in my community and helping my community.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I never realized how much you could love your job till I
Oh
came here.
yeah.
So I get it now. You know, like him coming here, and like I look forward to it, even on our days off. Like we're here on our days off, and it's like, what do we got to do? Okay, let's go do that. But it doesn't seem like work because we're
Right, right.
together,
Mm-hmm.
and our kids are here a lot and stuff. So we're still, even though like we're working, we're still spending time, and it's we're able to do that, and like it really doesn't feel like work. So
Right.
I understand it now.
She gets it.
I get it.
So tell me a little bit about the services that you offer here. I know it's also a banquet hall, and then sometimes there's Sunday brunches. But what can you tell me and our viewers what they can expect from those kind of events?
So we have different rooms. So like this room here that you see now is usually our bar area, but sometimes we get small showers and stuff. So if you're looking for a baby shower or a bridal shower, that's for just a small amount of people, small birthday party, we have a room as small as this. We have different sizes. We can go as big as 450 people. That we hold for different events. So just like last night, we had a very like VIP Boy Scouts awards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of the movers and shakers in the town and that. So we're very popular for that type of thing. Weddings, quinceañeras, bar mitzvahs, we do it all here.
Right, right.
Seminars, we get customers from big companies, little companies come in for their holiday parties, things like that. And then we do, like you said, we have our Sunday brunch, which is very popular.
That's our favorite.
Yes. So right now it is once a month. They used to do every year pre-COVID. I'm sorry, every Sunday
Oh,
pre-COVID.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but no,
We were there at those too.
we really like the once a month. It really makes it kind of special, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's every week, then it's like, I don't want to go this week.
Right, right.
But a lot of our customers are like loyal customers, like you guys. You know, they come by for somebody's birthday or they're celebrating an
Yes.
anniversary, and then we have great musicians too.
Yes.
So it's all like, and then you get mimosas,
Oh,
of
yes, the
course. You can't forget the
mimosas.
mimosas. And there's such an array of food. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
there
So
is.
like, there's all the breakfast favorites, eggs and the best French toast. I'm sorry, the best. Okay, French toast and blintzes and all kinds of breakfast items and a full salad bar. The Jello's another favorite of everybody. And then we have all of the different lunch options. So you'd
Mm-hmm.
like to, mix it up a little bit so that when you come back, it's not the same exact thing
Right,
all the
right.
time. But our one staple is for sure our Duchess potato, right? The
Oh my
mashed
gosh,
potato.
yes. Those are
Yeah.
our favorite too.
I remember this story. He says that they had changed it up a little bit
Oh
one time.
no.
He did like a little bit different. People were like, "Where are the potatoes?" It's like, okay, you can't do that again.
Yeah,
Gotta
we
make
could
sure that's it.
probably get like a plate full of the potatoes and like still go back for more because
Yes.
they're that good.
Yeah, yeah, those are definitely a favorite. But yeah, so we have that, and then the desserts, and you guys have
Yes,
seen the dessert
yes.
table. I mean,
Huge table.
huge table full of all kinds of desserts, different bars, fruit, and all. If you want to be healthy, there's fruit too.
Yes, there's fruit.
But it's all, I think the best thing, and I think the reason people keep coming back is because it's all made here.
Oh, yes.
We don't bring in pre-made food. We don't bring in pre-made desserts. Like everything, literally 99%, 95% of everything you see here is made here.
Mm-hmm.
He makes the best cake.
Yes. Yes. We get very full on Sundays,
Yeah.
and if we could take home any of it, we probably would.
And people try. They
I
really
believe
do.
it. I believe it.
As a matter of fact, the last brunch, somebody was like, "Can I take this cake?" I'm like, "You gotta leave the plate." And he's like, "Oh, fine." But he put it down. I'm like, "How does somebody want to take our plate?"
I mean, it's a compliment and a bad thing at the same
Yeah,
time, you know?
yeah. And then that's just kind of our side of it. But I mean, this is a huge building. It's a great facility.
Yes.
We have the Social Arts Gallery in here. We have the theater at the center, and that's another thing that we do too. When the theater is having concerts or different things coming up, we
Mhm.
will pair a meal with them. So
Yeah.
it's like a one-stop shop, literally.
Yeah, you can
Um,
eat and then go to the
Yes,
theater at the
yes,
same time.
and people. That's it's something always high quality,
Right.
meal, and we always have a bar. People can purchase drinks before they go into the concert or to
Mhm.
the show, and so we like to do that. It's a great date night type of
That
thing
is,
too.
that is.
Hmm.
And then how can people find either you guys or information about the center to get to either make a reservation or come for the next brunch? How can they find you guys and get that information?
So we are on Facebook. You can follow 1040 Banquets and Catering. So we are on their Facebook, Instagram. We're on TikTok a little bit as well. You got to get with the trends with the kids,
Oh, of
you know.
course.
Uh, we're trying, we're learning. I got to ask my daughter, like, okay, how about this? So you can find us there on 1040 Banquets and Catering. And then you can also find us on CVPA.org.
Okay.
That's the main site for the building. So you can find a lot about the shows and the different dinners that we have. Our Sunday brunch is on there. And we do a lot of flyers as well that we put out. We do email blasts too. So
Yes.
if anyone's interested in getting on our email blast, we can do that. And then you'll get all the info for all the upcoming shows and brunches. And then if anyone wants to make a reservation, they are always welcome to call down to our office. It's
Okay.
the number's 219-836-1930 extension 2, and you can make reservations there. And if anyone's looking for a banquet venue, that they'll be able to look up the calendar and see if your dates are available as well.
Oh, that's perfect. That's very good to know. And then what can you tell me is maybe one of your favorite stories from being in this area and in this space? I know there's been a lot of years. We were just talking before, and there's 33 years worth of stories, but we can get one of your favorites.
I think just from like since I started, I think just my favorite is the goofy things he does in the back. I really do. I tell him, you know what? I really got to start a TikTok just
Oh,
for him.
you should.
I really do
You should.
because I mean, you know what? He's super strict and hard on the staff. Like you
Uh-huh.
have to be, right?
Of
You're the
course.
boss. You're running a kitchen. You got to be hard. But man, is he a goofball on set. And he's pulling pranks on the kids. And the funny thing is, like they all like sit there and like they play too, right? And so like we have one of our managers, like he's always like joking on him and stuff, and like he'll lock him in the freezer.
Oh my
And
God.
he'll like won't let him out. And I'm like, wait, I missed that. Let me
Do it
record
again.
that. Do it again. And they do it again. So when they're doing good, and like just the silly things when you least
course.
expect it. I think that's the my most fun story. I think like we have the laundry cart where we keep the skirting for the tables, and so when it's not in use, it's empty, right? And there's
Oh
one
my
day that he's
gosh.
coming through the kitchen, he's inside of it, and our manager's pushing him through the kitchen. I'm like, what are you two doing? And it's like it's so funny, and I'm like, I really got to do a TikTok
You
for you
should.
because I wish
You
people
should.
would see. People don't realize how much fun we have here with the
Yes.
staff and that, and like because they see the very serious chef, when
Yeah,
they're out
right,
here.
right.
And but he, that's why all the kids love him. They all love him. All our staff loves him. I think that's the best thing about working here is that we actually have fun.
Mhm. And what about you, Hugo?
Well, my God,
There's so many.
there's so many, but the one of my stories is, oh my God, there's so many. I was telling you guys about tomato head.
Oh yeah.
Mike, his name is Mike. Hopefully you see me someday somewhere in here. He was a big star in football over there in Michamno, maybe in 2000s around the
Okay.
area. And he really wanted to be a paramedic. And I said, well, keep going with that. And he became a paramedic, a helicopter thing.
Uh-huh.
And I was very proud of him and everything. But before he went uh, to college, to where he went to IU, I remember I bought new couches then we needed new couches, and I didn't have a pickup back then.
Okay.
But he had one. I tell you what, we had a whole lot of fun all the way
Oh
from
my
Hobart
gosh.
to Lansing, and one of those fell off that thing,
Oh
and
my gosh.
and then it started raining.
Oh.
Uh,
It was just a bad day to
it
move a
was a
couch.
great day on the same time because I tell you what, we had the most fun ever. Not when we got home and she yelled at us, but but it was fun, and I had great experience with him too, and so many other kids.
Of course.
And seeing them all successful, doing great for their lives, doing great with their families, to me, is the most fun thing. And the better part about it is our son, I used to bring him here since he was young.
Mhm.
And like my wife said, I always come in with a smile,
Mhm.
you know. And one time he said, Dad, why you always smiling, picking on people? I said, son, because I love what I do. You got to have fun. I don't work. I never work a day. I come here to
Of
play.
course, of course.
And he said, what do you mean? I said, when you love what you do, you never work, honey.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember that if you ever do something that you're going to love. And thank God he became a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing what he loves. So but at
Yeah.
one point he wanted to be a chef, but I don't think he.
He wasn't cut out for it.
Yes, that was one of those things. But I love that. It's one of the wonderful times that we had.
That's awesome. And how is the dynamic between you two? I know they're married, they're husband and wife, just like another couple. But how is the dynamic between you two working here together?
Well, it's a great experience. When she came here, I was like, we were excited. I was excited
Yeah.
because I got to see her more.
Mm-hmm.
And but the question was she gonna like it or not?
Yeah.
And she did. And what I love about it, what I'm thinking, she's thinking, and we come out and we make it happen. And that's what
Yeah.
it's all about. Except she's the diplomatic, and I'm the ogre.
The mean one.
But that's okay. We'll
It
meet
works.
in the middle. But we love it. We love it, and it's the best thing.
And our staff loves when I came on because they know the meaner side of it,
Uh-huh.
as well as the playful side.
Of course.
And so when I feel him getting a little frustrated, my hand will go on his shoulder just like that.
Yeah.
He knows.
Right. Just take a
So
breath.
they say, "Oh,
Yeah.
we love when you came on because he's so much calmer now."
Yeah, you got to mellow down.
Yeah.
Forcibly, but you have to.
Yeah, yeah. No, and that's one of the nice things is that we do get along. But like we had talked about earlier, it's just that he has his role and I have mine. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen,
Of
right?
course,
so
of
he
course.
stays to his thing, and I kind of stay to mine. I do a lot of the background stuff and the staff in the front of the house where he's doing the kitchen stuff. So it really works together. It's like we work together, but we're not on top of each other.
Right.
So, and like you said, we really do think alike. So I think that helps a lot because there's not a lot of arguments. There's not a lot of, I don't know, I always joke and say, I think out of the last 2 years, I've only wanted to choke him maybe one time. That's not bad.
No, it's
right?
not. That's a good thing. That's a good count.
I thought you deserved it, but it's okay.
Well, thank you guys again. And then how can everybody, again, find 1040 Bank or Catering and Banquets? And where can everybody find you on social media?
So like I mentioned, we are on Facebook at 1040 Banquets and Catering. And then you can also find us on the website for the building at cvpa.org. We also have, there's Facebook pages for the theater at the center. So you can find us there because a lot of times we share each other's
Right.
information as well as the main Center for Visual and Performing Arts Facebook page.
Okay.
Like I said, we're on TikTok with a few videos there. We're learning. We'll
get there.
Yeah, we'll get there. But definitely give us a call if you're interested in any of the reservations or booking a party with us. Holiday parties are
Yes.
booking fast, so you definitely want to get those dates in. And then we have our next Sunday brunch coming up December 1st and December 15th. So those are filling up really quickly too. So you want to call 219-836-1930 extension 2.
Perfect. Thank you again, Maria and Hugo, for being here today. And we're probably going to book another brunch soon, too.
Yay.
Yeah.
We love having you guys.
But thank you again.
Thank
and
you.
This is another episode of South by Southeast.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
If I don't get up and grow